fat loss. It doesn't happen overnight. My advice would be to start off small. The key part in all training is nutrition. If you want your composition to change, you gotta change your nutrition. You should start off small. The key part in all training is nutrition.
BrickznGunz Fitness.
I used to be a DJ. I lived an unhealthy lifestyle. Now, being young, thinking you're invincible, I kept eating and drinking, no sleep. So if your hormones are unbalanced and you're always producing cortisol, you're gonna load up. I would go maybe some days with only 2 hours sleep. Doing that for a long period of time, I actually had a physical breakdown. I just ate whatever I wanted and stayed up all hours and drank, and caught up with me. What made me want to change was actually seeing how big I was compared to my wife. I just didn't feel comfortable. I had a beautiful wife on my honeymoon, and I just didn't feel very confident in my skin. I started training in 2005. When I first started, like everybody, I did cardio first. Got up at 4 in the morning with my wife, we went for a run. I did it for about 6 months, and I still didn't have the look that I wanted, so I decided to buy a set of dumbbells. Bought a set of dumbbells, start training 3 times a week every morning, say for an hour. And then in my second year, I combined cardio with weight training or resistance training, and I started seeing better results. When I decided to become a PT, I learned the most important part of a training regimen is nutrition, getting your food right. So I combined resistance training with the cardio and nutrition, and I forgot the physique that I wanted. That took me 5 years. If you're struggling in a workout program, if you got someone to push you or make you accountable, then you stick with that program. Or you got someone that's with you along the journey, it makes it enjoyable. So if you have a tough time, they can motivate you as well. What I did was, I got my wife involved, and we do a lot of things together. So she was the one that got up early in the morning. So if I didn't feel like going for a run, she would wake my ass up. She didn't get out and physically say, get out of bed. She just got out of bed, fixed coffees in the morning, and we went out and went for a run. And that made it fun. My advice would be to start off small. If you're eating 7 days a week fast food, I try to cut down to 5 days a week. 5 days a week where you're eating good, and 2 days a week where you're eating bad. It's gonna be tough in the beginning, but you gotta think of a way to make it fun. Because a lot of people will get into this and they drop off after a few weeks or a few months because it becomes like a chore. So if you approach it like, I'm making a lifestyle change, then you can stick with it longer. Another thing I do is I break my training up into blocks. So I do 12-week blocks. Give yourself a goal, a certain look or a certain weight you want to lose in a block. And if you do that 4 times a year, you've trained for a year. So I might do a phase where I do a bulk phase, and I'll do a cut phase. So that way I'm learning, and I'm also keeping the fire as far as trying something different. Take a picture. It's not for vanity, it's like to track the progress. Because sometimes you jump on a scale, you might be the same weight 6 weeks later, but you might look differently. And most people rely on the scale for the transformation. In most cases, you're swapping out fat for muscle. So you don't want to rely so much on the scale unless you're getting ready for competition. It's become a habit now, because I've been doing it for so long. I like the way I feel when I go to the gym. It's not about look for me anymore, it's about just that feeling. So I like that feeling of going to the gym in the morning, picking up those weights, pushing them. I guess you can call it lift as high if you want to. I can think more clearly, just like firing a lot more effective. So I don't feel right unless I get up and go to the gym and I train. And besides, it helps you look young as well. My name's Cameron. I'm a personal trainer for BrickznGunz Fitness. The purpose of me starting this channel was to basically provide you with honest information of what's actually happening out there in the fitness community, provide you with information, motivation, information on supplementation, nutrition, your training journey, my training journey. If you haven't seen my first video, go and check it out. And I'd also like to hear from you guys. If you want to see any type of training video, advice as far as supplementation, what I'm eating, how I'm training, please just go on my channel, comment, like, subscribe. You ready?